So I do a lot of quizzing, so that's why there's a big question mark. The first thing that comes to mind. This tapeworm looking thing is actually, I don't have tapeworms. I'm a lot of interested in movies and this is sort of a reel, film reel. I also like making a lot of lists. That's why this page with just a sequence of numbers. And well, I'm interested in reading and writing. And here in Cognizant, I'm with the innovation group, sort of stand for the standard bulb, which was this thing. And I like to do a little bit of photography of late, and that's why a bit of nature, but with the electronic objects on the phone. So that's it.
Thank you so much. You're done, right? Yeah.
I'm Niranjani. I've drawn this. This flower shows that in a life, flower's life is very small. Morning it comes and evening it will go. The same way I want to describe our human life is very, at one time we are getting this, so we want to live this very happily and without any sad and without any harm in our mind. That's what I want to show, that is my character. And this butterfly shows that it comes to the flower and the flower gives that honey to the butterfly. That's the way we have to be there. Whoever needs our help or anything, we have to give our whatever we can. And the smiley shows that we have to be always smiling and happy enough in our life. And this grass and the wind shows that I'm very easy to adapt any kind of new environment, and we have to adjust to the world what we live in. That's what I'm
Thank you so much. When I initially asked you all to start drawing, I think the standard reaction that I saw on everybody's face was like, okay, no, not me, drawing and not me. You all realize you're all so creative, everybody, no two people, all of you are working for Cognizant, but no two people have the same kind of description, the same kind of pictures, right? So we all agree that we're all very creative. Great. So welcome to the session on mind mapping. Before we start, you all have any questions, any expectations for the session which you want me to specifically cover, or I have an agenda and plan. If you have any specific things that you want me to cover, we can also include that.
We have heard about a mind mapping software.
Mm-hmm.
So are we covering that, how to use that software?
How to use that software in the session we are not covering because it's a licensed software that you have a lot of mind mapping software, so probably we could take it offline. That's okay with you. I could walk you through the different mind mapping software that are available. Anything else?
During my regular work, I'm talking specifically about myself, I don't know about others. The kind of job that I have, it makes me or asks me to think about a certain situation, various such options. Like we just want to explore possibilities. But after a while, it so happens that the thinking goes in one linear straightforward line, and I want to break out of that, and I want to come out of the linear fashion of thinking, and I want to start thinking out of box. So I just want to make myself habitual to that kind of a thinking. So would mind mapping enable us to do that?
It would definitely enable you to do that. So probably post 3 o'clock, you should tell me whether you will be able to do that based on whatever we do till 3 o'clock. Yeah?
Okay. And does mind mapping help in decision making process?
You can also use mind mapping for decision making. We're going to cover that as well.
I would also, try to understand how to habitually, make mind mapping as a part of your life. In your like an integrated process of your day-to-day thinking and
Yeah.
all.
So we'll okay. I'll walk you through what we're going to cover today. So then you'll get an idea of where each of the questions will get answered. We did a very good round of welcome, and post that we're going to the next section that we're going to do is a little bit about brain and how brain. We're not going to get too much into the science part of it. We'll try understanding how is our brain structured, how does our brain work, which is what makes mind mapping so effective. And post that, we're going to understand the laws of mind mapping, how to create our own mind maps. And then we're going to do, all of you are going to make a mind map. And post that, so this is what we're planning to do pre-lunch. Post-lunch, we will start doing mind mapping for planning. Basically, the question that he has asked just now in terms of integrating mind map to your day-to-day thing. We're going to do mind mapping, we're going to create one mind map for taking notes. which is what normally we all do. So have a lot of text, you're responding to a proposal, you need to understand the crux of it. Somebody's spoken to you, you've written or jotted down the entire conversation, you need to take out the crux of it. So that's mind mapping or note taking. We're going to do one exercise. Then we're going to do one mind mapping on planning. All of you typically will be associated with following the project management cycle, right? Where you define your scope, your time, your cost, quality, all of that. So we will do one planning exercise using the project management structure, which you can directly take it and implement in your day-to-day life. And then we're going to do one mind mapping on problem solving. So when we're doing the mind mapping on problem solving, we'll see how each of us can generate ideas, and then you collectively brainstorm, generate ideas, don't dismiss any ideas, and then you're going to do an idea evaluation and arrive at a conclusion as a group. Yeah? So once we do all of this, then in the process you'll realize where all you can adapt mind maps to in your day-to-day situations. Yeah? Anything else you want me to do apart from this? Wherever you want me to stop, feel free to stop the session, and you can, whenever you all want a break, we could, logically I think every 1 hour or 1 hour 10 minutes we'll look at breaking the session. Yeah? So, anytime you just stop me and we could discuss. Okay. What is
mind mapping? I don't know much idea like what mind mapping, but what I believe is that it is about remembering the things. And I am very poor in remembering things. I forget very quickly, so that's why I'm very trouble in receiving data.
Okay.
I believe that mind mapping is about how to visualize the thing and how to record them.
Yeah.
So that later we can convert those notes in the proper information.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the part that we'll actually do in the note-taking exercise. And we're also going to, as you understand about mind mapping, you'll also realize why is it that we do things in a conventional way, we tend to remember less. I mean, whatever you've stated it aloud, we all haven't stated it. But it's a problem each one of us face. The ability to retain information, ability to recall. So that's something that when we listen to something, we feel like we've understood everything. When you try recalling, you remember only a part of it. That's what all of us face. So we look at how is it that mind mapping will help us do all of this, which is why we're going a little bit into the details of brain. Okay, to understand how is it that the brain retains information and how is it that we are feeding different kinds of information to our brain. Okay? So what is mind mapping? Any definitions? Okay, there's no definition on the board there. So any definitions you all can give?
Recording thoughts on the form of pictures.
Recording thoughts in the form of pictures? Great. Anything else? Any guesses?
The map suggests that it's more than